What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyrwargames Digimon. As you can see, I'm going to be showing an box opening the brand new starter decks for the Digimon TCG, being Starter Deck Protector of Light and Starter Deck Hero of Hope. This is the brand new, these are the brand new starter decks featuring and introducing the new adventure trait into the card game, all based on the original Digimon Adventure series from the anime. So, before I get into the box openings, I'm gonna just say thank you very much, and I hope you're all enjoying the content here on the channel. So if you are, and if you do, give us a like and subscribe down below, and ding that notification bell, because if you enjoy person's content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that. And all of that is greatly appreciated, and thank you so much for the support. So let's get into these starter decks. So all I've done so far is just remove the plastic sticker on the top, so it's just a lot less finicky to get into these starter decks. So starting off with the starter deck Protector of Light. So the way that they have designed these starter decks is that you can play them on their own, but they are designed to be built together. So they're two halves of the same whole. So you've got your playmat and a rule book there. You got your starter deck here, which is fantastic. So what we have in the starter deck is, firstly, you have your new effect rules cards, which is really cool. I really actually do like that the starter decks are giving these out, because sometimes there's always that card effect you don't exactly remember 100%. For us, it's like always like evade and barrier at my locals. Pretty funny. So in terms of value, the starter decks come with great value, as all of them give you one of every scramble in a different alter art. So they both have different alt arts featuring all the protagonists from the original adventure, as well as some of the iconic villains and supporting role characters. So as you can see, the starter deck of Hope gives you Agu Gabu, Gato Tento, Keramon, and Wizardmon, which is all very, very nice there. So already I feel like the starter deck is definitely worth its value via just those scrambles alone. So I'm going to run through the deck just quickly, just so you can see what you can get within the starter deck. There will be a more in-depth guide to the starter deck in terms of like my own personal build and take on how to build the deck, where I'll obviously go through each individual card and explain what they do and everything like that. But you got your Koromon, which is your DP boosting egg for the adventure deck. You got your Beomon 4 copies, which is great because this is your on-play searcher, which is absolutely fantastic. You got Bergermon. Each starter deck comes with a champion that on-play individuals lets you go into an adventure trait without paying cost, which is fantastic. For this deck, it is within the Bergermon. And each starter deck comes with 3 level 5s. 2 of them come in 4 ofs, and 1 of them comes in just 2 of, being an SR. So one of the 4 ofs is the rare Garudamon, which is your aggressive level 5. And we got your Gatomon, which is a great, which is a nice cheeky security champion for the deck, giving you more disruption plays in the form of -1 security, which is absolutely great. And then probably like one of the best ultimates within these starter decks is the Agile Woman, as this is one of your ones that lets you evolve your other adventure traits a little bit further. All the level 5s also come with the Alliance ability, whether it's built into them when something gets on-played in Digivolving, or as just a generic inherent, which is really, really cool for deck creativity. So we've got the Tentomon. Each starter deck also comes with a Floodgate Rookie, which is also very interesting. Something that they can kind of continued from the Ragnar Lordmon starter deck. This is Tentomon though, with the can't reduce Digivolution cost, which is becoming very more prevalent. Funny how they gave you a can't reduce Digivolution cost in a deck that also reprints the scrambles, which reduce Digivolution costs. You have your Kabuterimon, which is great. Kabuterimon giving you, get to play your tamers for free. I believe both starter decks also come with free tamer players, which is great. You've got your Mega Kotomon here. And then you've got the main rookie of this starter deck being Agumon. You know, both starter decks come with the Agumon and Gabumon. Both of them allow you to warp Digivolve into the corresponding Mega. So as your opponent has a 10k Digimon on the field, or if you have multiple colored tamers, which are very great. Expect to see these in my Omnimon deck in the future. And you have your 2 copies of your Wargreymon Ace. Fantastic aces these starter decks give you. Really great improvements upon the first aces from the starter decks we got prior. The Wargreymon going on from there. Both starter decks come with a tamer, which gives you memory both for on playing an adventure trait and if you want to digivolve into an adventure trait, which is absolutely fantastic. And both of them come with 2 copies of a tamer to give you additional benefits. The Tai and Izzy give you the blocker trait, which is really nice and helpful for the deck. Both starter decks also come with a consistency card for your adventure deck. This one for the Tai for the Wargreymon starter deck is just a draw 2 and lets you play an adventure trait with a lower 5 or less from your hand, which is pretty good. I say pretty good, very good. And both of them come with a security option card. The Island Adventure lets it put itself in the security at the top and gives all of your level 3 or higher Digimon 2k DP, which is very nice. Yes, that's the Wargreymon starter deck. Really good starter decks. I think both of these starter decks are absolutely fantastic and very fun to play. They also just are very great to customize with. There's a quick example. A friend of mine has actually been testing the Mega Kotomon within his Tyrant deck, allowing you to get additional aggression in the forms of Alliance, which is actually for that deck very strong, very handy. Now we're going to move on to the Garurumon Adventure deck. So I will go through this deck just like I've done with the Wargreymon one, and then I'll give my thoughts on my overall thoughts on what I think about these adventure decks and like what would be like the most important cards to look into, put into majority of the builds, and so on and so forth. So we've got our info sheets, and we have the scrambles for this one. So we've got Biyomon here, Gabumon, Patamon, Palmon, then we've got Numemon family, and then we've got Devimon rocking with Devimon. So both of these starter sets can come with a lottery alt art of Agumon and Gabumon. As you saw, I did not unfortunately get the Agumon for that one. Let's see if we can get a Gabumon. So Summon, this is probably going to be like the majority of the egg that you're going to be seeing in most adventure pure builds, as it does let you recur a piece on delete from the trash. It's very nice. Your actual floodgate for this deck is within the Gomon, where you can't gain memory except through tamer effects. The Go Gold Classic Floodgate rookie there. This deck's security champion is within the Kakumon, letting you also on playing with Digivolving Trash evolution sources. So you've got build source control, which is actually very strong, along with the Zudamon as well. I think Zudamon is actually probably one of the better ones here, as the source stripping and the bouncing is very powerful. We got your Angemon here. Lets you, if you have one of your tamers, this lets you play your tamer. And then one of the SRs in this deck is within the Magna Angemon. This is going to be very interesting. I'm tempted to like play this in the 3 Great Angels deck, which is actually pretty cool. Which could be a pretty cool tech, as it lets you place your opponent's Digimon to the top of their security, which is very strong. A nice little form of removal there, and getting alliance within that deck just helps with the aggression. We got Palmon here. This is your draw 1, trash 2. Trash 1, draw 2. Trash 2, draw 1. That'd be a bit crazy. That'd be a bit bad, I guess. But yeah, Palmon really good here for your consistency. Going with the from the other starter deck, the Birdramon, you've got the Togemon here. Actually, Digivolve on play is very, very strong. And you got your Lilymon here, which is, I think, is another really good, strong level 5. Lets you suspend multiple Digimon, which is actually really good. And then the rookie of this deck, you know, the Warper, being Gabumon. Gabumon is actually really good for just the generic Garurumon deck if you want to go more pure purple tribal build, as it just comes with that nice once per turn inherent of draw 1, trash 1, and having the ability to warp is always very nice. And then we got the Metal Garurumon Ace. This is probably not stronger at the aces, unfortunately, in terms of me, because I'm a Greymon stand. But no, this ace is really, really strong. What I like is that these aces are also dual colors, which is actually pretty good. The only issue I have with them is that they don't have a cheaper alternate evolution cost for tribal builds. So like he doesn't evolve cheaper on a Greymon, and like he doesn't evolve cheaper on a Garurumon. The Wargreymon is interesting as it does evolve for cheaper on a hero trait. So this actually could be a good alternate mega for the hero trait deck, if you want to go down that route. Yeah, and then we got the Tamers, Joe Kido, and Mimi. This is your, along with the other one, your multiple game memories. And then you got the Matt and Ty, which is the Matt and TK, which is probably the more important one, as this allows your adventure traits to gain rush. Considering this this deck is all about hard slamming your level 5s, giving them rush is actually very, very powerful. You have your memory boost in the deck in the form of Believe in Our Friendship, allowing you to look at top 3 and add one of your adventure traits to your hand, and just delay getting to memory. And then we have the again Ice House, which is really, really cool. Very, very iconic. If you watch the original adventure, you know, this one gives, again, more DP in the forms of 3000, but this one goes to the bottom of your security, which is pretty good. But yeah, those are the 2 decks overall. Just quick brief going through the starter decks, you know, just so you get a good understanding of what you're going to be getting in these starter decks, so you know exactly what you kind of want. As I said before, these starter decks are designed to be meshed together. So it's not exactly like you just get 2 Wargreymon starter decks and that's essentially it. You can do that, but as you can see, you're getting pretty much playsets of mostly everything in the starter deck. The only thing missing out on is just 2 OBS, which is like the Wargreymon and like Garurumon, and your level 5 as well in forms of Angelumon and Magna Angemon. So like you essentially, though, you could just get like 2 Wargreymon starters and just essentially build that variant, and again with the Metal Garurumon, but you are missing out on a lot. So I'm going to go through and just going to essentially show you what you're going to be needing exactly for these starter decks, or from the starter decks, to essentially get your adventure deck going on. So be back in a bit. Yeah, so and we're back. As you can see, this is essentially everything from just the 2 starter decks that you're going to be looking to be adding into majority of your adventure style decks, and also in the playsets you get from just literally 1 copy of each starter deck. So as you can see, you got your primary megas up here being the Wargreymon with the Garurumon. These are the only adventure megas that we have in the game currently, including even from BT21. So you want to be playing these the most maximum numbers that you could essentially play. If you're getting multiple starter decks, you're going to be picking primarily the mega that you want to focus on. Majority of players go for the Metal Garurumon, but you know, I do see a lot of potential within Wargreymon, giving you sticky big ball, giving you a big sticky body that is hard to remove because you just grants protection, and what is also being removal when you start attacking. Your main ultimate that you're going to be essentially playing in most of the adventure style decks is the Angelumon, as she is the one that lets you digivolve your other Digimon when they get played, which is very, very powerful, allowing you to go wide and be more free with your plays, allowing you to play the lower champions, progressing your board states. Depending on the mega that you probably prioritize, depends on the rookie that you're going to be playing as well. Again, both starter decks give playsets of maximum each of the rookies, which is actually very, very handy. So if you're going for more Wargreymon base, you're probably going to prioritize on the Gargomon, and again, so with the Garurumon with Gargomon. Your options here being the most important ones, in my personal opinion, is the Believe in Friendship and Courage of United, as these are your consistency options for the deck. And with the Courage of United, allowing you to play your level 5s essentially for free on the following turn. You got your Togomon and your Bodewon here. These are your on-play when Digivolvings, allowing you to jump to the level 5 for no cost. Very, very powerful to deck, and again, prioritizing these in majority of your builds, as your level 5s are essentially where your aggro and aggression and control are coming from. You got your consistency rookies here within the BO1 and the Power1. Again, both starter decks get play sets of each. Very, very strong. BO1 being your on-play searcher, look at top 3. And Power1 is your trash and draw 2. Combos very well with the Gurumon as he plays from your trash. And then your tamers here, the prioritizing, you got to play 4 copies of each of these, or at least 3 copies of each. Most players, I believe, go to like 3 of each or 2 of each. And then I even seen some people go 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. But you got your 2 copies here of your tie and mats, and giving you your blocker and your rush, depending on your kind of play style and the kind of like board you're going to go for. Depends on how much you want to get more of these. But yes, as you can see, just from a base structure from the start here, so you can actually get something going on good. And then you just essentially flesh it out with the ultimates that you kind of want to be playing, with the play styles that you kind of want to be focusing on, and also bumping up maybe your rookie counts with the floodgate rookies if you feel like you need just some of those in your deck. But yes, you can get a lot from these starter decks. They are very fun, and I feel like, especially if you're a new player getting to the game, I definitely do recommend getting these starter decks. Not only do you get your copies of the scrambles, again, essentially you get both copies of the starter decks. You can get 2 copies of each scramble, which is absolutely fantastic for new players getting into this game. But yes, and then yeah, so like the starter decks are just actually really good. They take a lot of getting used to in terms of like how the mechanics and like what kind of cards you want to go for, as like there's a lot of Digimon and a lot of cards that you can utilize within these decks just from the starter decks alone. But you can find a lot of different play styles from these starter decks, which then caters to a lot of players trying to get either into this game or already existing players wanting to try and find something new to play. So again, I give these starter decks big thumbs up. You know, if that's something you're looking for, you know, definitely do give them a go. Even if you're just getting like, I need to get some scrambles, just get a starter deck. It's probably like the better way at the moment, with the old LM being so hard to get your copies of the scrambles. And again, you could always just trade the color scrambles you don't be using with someone else who also got the starter deck. Yep, that's my box opening for this starter deck, Hero of Hope and Protector of Light, as well as a brief overview of what you want to be prioritizing within these starter decks and what you're going to be looking at first, essentially. Hope you all enjoyed this. Give us a like, comment, and subscribe down below. Stay tuned to the channel because BG21 is essentially out, and you're going to be definitely seeing a box opening here on the channel when I get my hands on one. So hope you all enjoy your upcoming pre-releases for that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.